I think if there's one takeaway for anyone listening or watching, it would actually be this. So I began streaming again casually, probably never eclipsed more than 15 average viewers. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, Streamed for about 4, 5, 6 months, and I began to establish a friendship with a couple people in my chat. And believe it or not, that then segued into significant, seed and investment money to start an organization. So I would encourage the content creators out there, as well as competitive players, anyone that is attempting to be successful in this industry, to always remember, no matter how big or small your community may be, someone's always out there that can change your life and change the trajectory of what may be in front of you.
Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Minski, and today I have an amazing video for you guys. A Moment with Minski, Episode 5, featuring Politikos, the founder and CEO of Optimal Ambition, a good friend of mine and a great inspiration on this community. If you guys enjoy the content, make sure to like the video, and make sure to sub with notifications on for future videos and podcasts like this. Hope you guys have a great day, and let's get at it. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Minski. Today I have the man himself, the family man himself, Mr. Politikos. How's it going?
Doing well. Thank you for having me.
Where did you really start with the community and whatnot?
Sure. So I've always been into casual gaming. So I'm 30 years old. I'm much older than most of the community, but I played Madden, FIFA, Halo, Call of Duty growing up on console, primarily Xbox. And then just a few years ago when FORTNITE was released, a lot of my college and high school friends that I hadn't, frankly connected with in a long time began playing. And it
Yep.
was really an opportunity to reconnect with old friends, which I think was a way that a lot of us started in some way, shape, or form in the Fortnite community, at least, to reconnect with school friends or connect with your peers in some way, shape, or form. So that's how it really started for me. I did kind of immerse myself in an attempted content side of things early on. Nothing special.
Yep.
I'm still nothing special on that side of things, but that's kind of how I jumped into this and entered into the kind of semi-organized team realm about a year and a half ago or so, yeah. And
Mhm.
then earlier this year, kind of hatched the plan to organize and formalize the Optimal Ambition.
As you know, with that founder badge, I've been there since day one.
You
So you
have, you have.
guys,
We appreciate it.
of course, yeah. I was actually, I didn't even realize it until Twitch reminded me of it. So that was cool to see. And just so you know, I think a lot of you fans out there would say you've been special for a while. Okay, so I don't
I
think,
appreciate
yeah.
that. Thank you.
But yeah, that's actually kind of segueing into my next question. So how did you really get started with OA? You said it's been in the works for like a year and a half now. Really, just had to get started with it.
I think if there's one takeaway for anyone listening or watching, it would actually be this. So I began streaming again casually, probably never eclipsed more than 15 average viewers. Okay.
Mhm.
Streamed for about 4, 5, 6 months, and I began to establish a friendship with a couple people in my chat. And believe it or not, that then segued into significant, seed and investment money to start an organization. So I would encourage the content creators out there, as well as competitive players, anyone that is attempting to be successful in this industry, to always remember, no matter how big or small your community may be, someone's always out there that can change your life and change the trajectory of what may be in front of you. So that was a fortunate opportunity that I had to establish some really strong positive relationships with some folks in my stream. And then we coalesced on June 1st of 2020, so just about 6 months ago, and we formalized the LLC to begin Optimal Ambition. So we're just about half a year in.
Wow, that's actually crazy that it came from your chat like that. So
It
that goes
did,
out to
yeah.
everyone. Make sure you read. Make sure you read the
Yes,
chat
yes, exactly. Yes, be
for
interactive with your
starters.
chat. You never know. And I've had a few experiences like that. None of which have been as life changing and
Yeah.
positive as the ones that began Optimal Ambition. But I've had a few instances. 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Someone much more influential than you and I put together, stops by and plays a few games or drops a donation. You just never know who could be the next person to jump in your chat or type a note, and you just always need to be interactive and accepting
Yeah.
and do your best to stay positive. You never know who's watching and listening.
Yeah, no, positivity is a big thing.
It
I
is.
try to condone things. There's, I mean, and especially in this community, there is so much negativity.
There is.
It's hard to drown it out sometimes, but you got to do it. But that's awesome. So did he really ever explain how he found your channel, or was it just kind of random that he
Yeah,
found
so I was a part of a team primarily on Instagram about a year and a half ago, and I met his son who was interested in the team at the time. So he was active in my chat, and then his dad also became supportive and active, and that's how we connected.
Very cool. Well, that's a really good story, honestly.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. It's definitely unique, but I do think if there's one thing to take away, it's that you never know, what door can be opening tonight when you hit that go live button, or what can be just around the corner when you hit that upload button on YouTube. Anything's possible. It's not going to work out for everybody. If we're being honest with ourselves,
Yeah.
it's no one is owed anything in this industry or any industry, but if you're putting the time and the effort, there's a chance that tomorrow everything can change.
That's an amazing story. So one question I really like to ask as well to anybody who comes out to any of these moments with Minski and whatnot. It's just a little series that started. Hope you enjoy it too. Hope you enjoy the future ones as well. But what's your definition of grinding? So that word in this community is it's such a weird word. People use it weird and use it in a terrible connotation. So what's your definition of it? I'm sure people would love to hear it.
Yeah, I think one thing that I see quite often is creators grinding for a team or an organization, and the reality is you should be grinding for yourself. You should be grinding to improve yourself as a person, as a creator, and with that, you'll be given opportunities. If you're successful, you'll be given opportunities to mutually grow with an organization or a team. There's nothing less appealing to me than seeing someone change in their bio who they're grinding for every week. What I would much prefer is to see someone who's putting the time and effort for a few months just to get to know me. Come by my stream, ask what you can be doing to improve your content, your schedule, what platforms you're using. Just get to know people and network in your community. Networking is really what grinding is, and it's not this perceived attempt to join one team or one org. I think that's a bit ludicrous. You need to be doing it for yourself. Teams and orgs are going to come and go, and I've seen, I'm sure like yourself, Mincy, you've seen plenty of people with a verified check mark next to their name that average less viewers than I do on Twitch. And it's not about what tag you have in front of your name. It's about what you're producing and how you're growing and improving. Because the second that contract ends with that team or org, it's on you. You're the last person standing. And if you're not producing, you're not going to be a success. So you really need to be focusing on doing everything for yourself, growing for yourself, and with that and with networking, that's the grind in my eyes. Not necessarily just some pursuit of some lofty goal to join a singular team or org.
People that really emphasize like the length that they've done. Like,
that's my
6
favorite.
months,
That's
a
my
year.
favorite. Yeah.
Without just being a total jerk to them, it's really just explaining that it's important, but it's not the important part. It's not the main important part. And some people don't understand that, but that's just what I hope people will take from all this.
And I'll emphasize too, it's not just your skill. And that's going to sound super cliche. If I were a grinder and I'm hearing that, I'd be saying, oh, that's BS. But the reality is I would much prefer someone who's uploading every day, who's working their tail off, who's balancing personal life, eSports life, doing a good job and putting in the time and effort to improve themselves than someone that is all, selfish and cocky and might be one of the better players, but if they're not going to be a team player and putting in the time for a mutually beneficial relationship, then that's not somebody that we want to be a part of.
So is there anything specific to OA grinders that you guys are looking for? Any recommendations that you can give? Maybe some insider information for a moment with Minski right now that nobody can hear outside of this podcast.
All right, that's good. That's good. I appreciate that. So, we will not pretend to be the perfect organization, just like any grinder cannot pretend to be the perfect player. We're hoping to grow and learn and find that perfect formula to help us grow as an organization, help our members grow. But one thing or one or two things that we definitely are looking for, and this would be more of a, probably outside of even esports, in terms of just content, we're really looking for people that stream. It's incredibly important to have that interaction with a member and for sponsors and otherwise. In the same fashion, just IRL content in general is crucial, and that's the way the content is evolving. So it's necessary. I wouldn't say it's the end all be all, but it is definitely high on the list.
Definitely, and I love the fact that you guys have such a wide variety of streamers too. Like I don't really pop into the like the guys who host like the giant customs and stuff like that.
Right.
But like I was watching Rockets for a couple weeks before you guys even picked him up. I had no idea you were going to. I think he was part of another team right before as well or something. But
correct.
I was like watching and participating in his because he was so interactive with his chat, and it was actually fun to watch. He was good at reading chat. He was good at what he does. He hosted it well. He was good about it. And then Giles too. And then you have the other side where you have the comp guys. You have Sticks. You have Ufish. You have Coop and everything like that. So those kind of guys, it's nice to see that they're making content aside from doing what they actually do, which is either streaming or playing at the pro level.
Right, exactly. It's crucial.
Definitely. So that part's really cool. Well, I really appreciate your time. And before we get going here, I want to ask, is there any social specifically you would like to plug? Whether it's an OA social, whether it's one of your own socials, whatever you got for me, plug it here. I'm going to include pretty much everything in the description anyways, but...
I appreciate that. I think our most active and robust social platform is definitely our partner Twitch stream, which is twitch.tv/optimalambition. We do cash customs every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, $25 a game. We also give away a bunch of prizes and merchandise as well. So definitely would appreciate everyone considering swinging by sometime.
Definitely. And I'm there. I get worked every time, but I'm going to win one of them. So
yeah, one of these days.
See, definitely. Well, I appreciate your time. Congrats on the verification on Twitch, by the way. I know that's a tough partner program to go through. But I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.
I appreciate it, Minski. Thank you very much.